Dear equestrians, if you're galloping your horse in a field and you see somebody walking their dog and you decide to continue galloping by them, you see this dog get spooked and run off and continue to gallop past the person, shame on you. That is pure negligence on your end. This was a well-trained dog who has never seen a horse before. And even if this dog has seen a horse before, I'm sure it would have continued to run away in fear, yelping as it ran off because a 1,000-pound animal was charging towards them. And I should also add that this trail has posted signs saying that it is a trail that is friendly for training people's dogs. The only reason why this trail allows horses is to help train their dogs to be used to being comfortable around horses, not for charging through on your horse. And from what I've heard, this trail has tons of holes in it. And what if your horse's foot or leg got caught in one of those and it broke or fractured something or pulled like a tendon? What would you do then? This dog thankfully was found, but it was cowering over a mile back in the parking lot underneath of his owner's truck, cowering in fear. It took roughly 15 minutes to get that dog calmed down and out from under the truck so they could go home. Let me remind you, this was this dog's first time interacting with a horse. How do you think that dog is going to react when it sees a horse again? Shame on you. That rider got extremely lucky that this dog wasn't aggressive in any way, because what would have happened if you just kept running by, almost running the fucking dog's owner off the trail, because you're just barreling towards them with no care in the world, even though this was a dog training trail, not one for just trail rides and stuff, and there were posted signs everywhere. If this dog was aggressive, it would have charged and chased after your horse, biting it and stuff. Your horse could have killed that dog, and your horse would probably have injuries. Anyway, what is horse hacking? Well, this is where you take your horse out on like a leisurely ride to go exercise, you and your horse. This could be along a road if your horse is confident, and if you're in the UK where that's generally more acceptable, or it could be on a designated trail. In the States, this is also more widely known as trail riding. You can either go alone or with other people and horses. There are many benefits to hacking your horses. It can be stimulating for your horse as it is out and about looking at new things. It provides new scenery. Hacking on a variety of trails can make your horse more sure-footed. They could really work their brain, making them less spooky. And of course, the muscle building and time spent with your horse makes an excellent time for bonding. But safety is always priority. If you're out on the roadways, make sure you're wearing high vis. If you're going to be crossing any roadways, make sure you're wearing high vis. And if you have any bright tack, like bright saddle pads, ear bonnets, leg wraps, wear those as well. You want to make sure you and your horse are as highly visible as possible. Wearing a small camera or a GoPro has become more popular as you don't know exactly what's going to happen on the trail. Say if there is a loose dog that turns out to be aggressive, doesn't have good recall, isn't trained, and it goes after you and your horse. Your horse kicks it, the dog goes to the vet or dies, you need to have that video evidence if it goes to court and stuff. Now to the part of this little lesson here to what ties into the story. What should you do when you encounter a dog on a trail? Well, you slow down or even stop. Simple as that. Running by can trigger a chase response in dogs, as they are hunters. Wait for the dog's handler to either grab them or put them on a lead. Do not just continue galloping by. Which, as I said earlier, that rider was really extremely lucky that dog wasn't aggressive. That dog is already very timid and scared of everything, so think of how this dog is gonna act in the future. That was fucking terrifying for the dog and the handler. Now, I have talked to this dog's owner, and I talked about potentially introducing them to people that I know who have horses and getting like the dog introduced to horses in a slow, safe, controlled manner. Um, as far as I know, his dog's trainer also has horses and trains dogs on horses. So hopefully, this can help with any potential future fear this dog may have of horses and other large animals. This dog was off leash before I see comments coming in saying that, oh, the dog shouldn't be off leash. It was on a designated training trail. It is a specialty bred hunting dog with lots of energy, so it was out running around to get some of that energy out and to exercise. And, training. Really nice dog, super well trained so far. And he's still just like a puppy. I am very aware of how aggressive off leash dogs can be, especially if they're untrained. You see tons of videos around the internet of horses being attacked by off leash dogs, but that is no excuse for almost running somebody over and their dog. So, really, the point is the off leash dog isn't always the problem. My final thoughts on this are this rider was terribly irresponsible, should know better, because this was a grown adult, probably speculated late 30s, early 40s adult, saw an off leash dog continue to gallop by, didn't even think to fucking stop the moment she saw that dog when they could. There was a long stretch of straight trail. She definitely saw them but decided to keep galloping. That rider is wildly irresponsible. Entirely in the wrong. Because, as I brought up twice now, at least, what if the dog was aggressive? She could have put her horse in a ton of danger there. She put the dog in danger there. Remember, when you see a dog on the trail, you slow down to a walk or you stop. The link to the article for my safe hacking information is in the description. Thank you for watching. Sorry, this is my video back after a couple weeks of a hiatus. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And I know this isn't common. You mostly see dog owners being in the wrong. But I also made this video for awareness that it isn't always the dog owner's fault. There are wildly irresponsible equestrians everywhere. So just be aware of your surroundings when you're training your dog or going on a trail ride. So just be careful out there, y'all. See you in the next one.